So episode 20 something of Low Carbon Lifestyle is why I will never buy Bitcoin.
My name is Tom, and this is a little series about a low carbon lifestyle.
If you're at all into technology or into investing and speculating on the stock market, or into anarchism and overthrowing the existing world order, or even into the darkest depths of the internet, or maybe you just follow the news carefully, you may have heard of a little thing called Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. This is not a video about what Bitcoin is, why it might be good for society, or how it works, because nobody really knows how it works. I thought you might get more out of this if I actually tried to explain what Bitcoin was. So I've gone to the computer, into the office. Obviously, CBBC is the key place to find out what it is. So a guide, what is Bitcoin and how does it work? So there's this thing called the blockchain, which is a big set of information. It's a shared public database, which the entire Bitcoin network relies. So all Bitcoin transactions are confirmed using this big shared public database. And each person wanting to do a transaction on Bitcoin has to have their own personal address, which we call a wallet. The blockchain, this database, allows Bitcoin wallets to calculate their spendable balance, and so that new transactions can be verified no matter where they are, ensuring that the person doing the transaction actually has that value of money with them. And so a transaction is this transfer between Bitcoin wallets, and that gets noted in the blockchain. Within the wallet, there's this little bit of information that signs off each transaction, and that actually is providing the mathematical proof that a transaction can take place. And that mathematical proof, that secret little bit of information, actually prevents that transaction being messed with as soon as it's happened, because the wallet has its own unique code. The crazy thing about it is every single Bitcoin transaction is broadcast to every Bitcoin wallet. Every single person's blockchain, that shared database, is updated for every transaction, and that transaction is called mining. So mining basically confirms every transaction, and so in the process of mining, every transaction is stored on the blockchain. So it allows every transaction to be stored. It allows different computers to confirm different transactions. So it's the way that Bitcoin really works, so that we can trust that different people have actually made that transaction or have that money or that wealth. Every transaction is governed by a set of rules that mean that you can't mess with the blockchain. So you can't change what's gone before. Because all this information is distributed, no one person can change the blockchain. If they do, then everyone else knows about it, and that transaction can be dismissed. You can't replace part of the blockchain. So in many ways, it makes a lot of sense. It means that without a governing body, everyone can trust everything that's going on. But that computer power that's taken for every transaction to take is a bit of a problem. Okay, so that's kind of how it works. It sounds kind of great. It sounds kind of interesting. It sounds kind of geeky, but also sounds kind of pointless. In my episode about data centers, I was trying to make the point that our lives online, the work, the communication, the entertainment that we have online has a meaningful impact in terms of emissions. Data centers using at least 6% of the world's electricity is a really significant amount and a significant point to take. But alongside the data centers we use for normal life, mining for Bitcoin also uses energy. To mine the new transactions for Bitcoin to operate, we need computers to solve ever more complicated equations. And because the blockchain stores every transaction ever made, the bigger it gets, the worse it becomes for working out those equations. And this means computer power. At the start of February, the news was reporting a study from Cambridge University saying that Bitcoin now consumes 121.36 terawatt hours of electricity per year. Who knows how much that is? Well, for context, it's a little bit more the amount of energy used by Argentina, a country of 45 million people, and about half of what we use in the UK. If the grid intensity of that electricity was the same as the UK, and we're one of the lower carbon grids, it would emit, wait for it, about 28 million tonnes of CO2. Ouch. Some people may suggest that those 28 million tonnes of CO2 are worthwhile to have this distributed trust system of finance, taking the control out of the banks and giving it to everyone. And that would be better, I guess, but at what cost? At the cost of accelerating climate change. And that really is not better. It's really not great. So maybe in 30 or 50 years' time, when the planet's electricity system is completely decarbonised, we may be at a place where we could rely on cryptocurrency. But the nature of Bitcoin would mean that the more it is used, the more energy it would need to use. And this feels like a really bad thing. It's almost as if climate change spent some time thinking, damn it, these humans are making real progress towards meaningful action to prevent my world domination. What meaningless thing could I come up with that would ruin it all? I know. Bitcoin. Don't buy Bitcoin because you think Elon Musk is cool. Don't buy Bitcoin because you think it could make you some real money. Just don't do it. Invest your money meaningfully in the real world and end this charade before it causes too much damage. I even have some ideas in my video about finance, about how you could invest money in a more meaningful way.
My name is Tom, and this is a little series about a low carbon lifestyle.